everyone, good morning. I'm Tiar Aulia Mawada, one of the tour guides that will accompany you in today's adventure. But before we turn around to this gorgeous place, there are some friendly reminders and safety precautions that I want you to know so that our tour will be smooth flowing and hassle-free. Then, kindly keep in mind my reminders. So guys, first, synchronize time with me so no one will be left behind. Second, I have my whistle. If you heard me whistle once, that means we are going to line up in front of the bus because we are heading to our next stop. Okay, so everyone, welcome to Semarang. Semarang is the capital city of Central Java Province, Indonesia. This city is also the fifth largest metropolitan city in Indonesia after Jakarta, Surabaya, Bandung, and also Medan. As one of the most developed cities on the island of Java, Semarang City has a population of around 1.6 million people. The Semarang Merga Urban area, which is part of the Kedung Sepur Metropolitan Area, Kendal, Demak, Ungaran, Semarang Regency, Salatiga City, Semarang City, and Purwodadi, also Grobogan Regency, has a population of 7.3 million people, as well as being the fourth most populous metropolitan area on the island of Java. In recent years, Semarang's significant development has also been marked by the emergences of several skyscrapers scattered. This regional development shows the strategic role of Semarang City on the wheels of national economy. The city of Semarang has an administrative area of 373.70 km, as well as being the largest administrative municipality on the island of Java. Like other big cities, the city of Semarang recognized a city area division system consisting of Central Semarang, East Semarang, South Semarang, West Semarang, and also North Semarang. The division of the city area began with the division of the sub-resident area by the Dutch East Indies government, which was at the leaf of the sub-district. However, at this time, the division of the city area is different from the administration division of the sub-district area. Although the city division is rarely used in the Semarang city, however, this city division is used to make easier to explain the location according to its location to the city center of Semarang. The city division is also used by several agencies in the Semarang city environment to facilitate service coverage. The city of Semarang has tropical climate condition with the type of climate according to the Köppen classification is tropical monsoon. This monsoon tropical climate is influenced by latitude, which is quite far from the equator, so that the ITCZ annual rain effect is less influential in Semarang city. The monsoon climate also affects the seasonal pattern in Semarang city practically, namely the dry season and the wet rainy season. The season in pattern in Semarang city is caused by the annual movement of the sun, which causes changes and differences in pressure on the earth's surface area. The city of Semarang has similar characteristics of physical condition with cities in the Netherlands. This resemble is in the form of a depression of the land, so that it forms not so wide identification. So this land depression is caused by the land subsidence and land subsidence to excessive groundwater exposition. So I will also tap effect on land subsidence in the Semarang city area. The existence of this basin is also the effect caused by reclamation activities on the beaches in Semarang, which from sea embankments. Some areas in city of Semarang, especially North Semarang, have a height below sea level. These conditions allows the occurrence of several flooding in the basin area. So guys, the city of Semarang has a coastline of 20 kilometers with an irregular typology of beaches. The influence of human activities plays a role in changes in coastal typology, such as reclamation activities and sedimentation by rivers. One of the reclamation areas that is quite recognized by the people of Semarang city is Marina Beach. The growth of the city of Semarang cannot be separated from the geographical condition of Semarang, which is coastal area with a port. the port became forerunner of the growth of Semarang city to become an urban area today. Starting from the trading activities at the port, Semarang city has become a strategic area economic development and the contribution of distribution of goods and services since the pre-colonial era. The rivers that flow in the city center used to be port area. One of the busiest rivers is the traffic lane for ships and boats in Semarang River. Due to river sedimentation, the Semarang River is no longer possible for traffic lanes. Then the port is located to Muara Baru. From year to year, the economic growth in Semarang city is quite high. The economic growth is marked by an increase in the number of migration, a decrease in employment, and increase in infrastructure development in the city of Semarang, although economic growth in Semarang city is still less competitive with economic growth in Jakarta and Surabaya. Yes, a conducive business climate allows gradual and sustainable growth. Now, the economic condition of the city of Semarang is also starting to be marked by the emergence of skyscrapers scattered throughout the city of Semarang. According to Skyscrapers data, Semarang City has 50 buildings with a minimum height of 12 floors and 85 buildings ranging from 7 until 11 floors. These skyscrapers function as office, hotels, and also apartments. Semarang Golden Triangle CBD and South Semarang, Tembalang, and also Banyumanik area. The following is a list of existing under construction or planned skyscrapers. Semarang residents are generally Javanese and use Javanese as their everyday language. However, there are also several tribes and ethnics who also inhabit the city of Semarang, such as Arab, Chinese, and also Malay. Semarang has a large Chinese community. As in other areas, Java, especially Central Java, they have mingled closely with the local population and have used Javanese communication for hundreds of years. The majority religion adopted is Islam. According to BPS Semarang, the composition of the population is 93 of Javanese, 4% of Chinese, and 3 for other groups. The government of this big city is headed by a mayor. This government system held by the Dutch ended in 1942 with the arrival of the Japanese occupation government. Okay, so talk about that. We're gonna talk about the typical food in Semarang. It's lumpia, which is made from acculturation of two cultures, namely Javanese and also Chinese cultures. Well, Semarang's specialty drinks include es maram. It's so delicious. Yes, there are many tourist attractions in Semarang, some of which are very famous and very suitable to visit, namely the Old City, Lawang Sewu, Saloka, and many more. So, this is the first place is welcome to Kota Lama Semarang, the Old City of Semarang. Now, welcome to our first destination. The Old City of Semarang is one of the historical heritage buildings. A little historical story about how the old city was built. Since its existence, a treaty was signed in 1678. The Mataram Kingdom had to surrender Semarang to the VOC as payment for its assistance against the Turnojoyo rebellion. After that, Semarang began to build by the VOC. The fort named Fichvogel was established as a residence for Dutch citizens in Semarang. After the Geger Pacinan incident occurred in 1740 until 1743, a fort was built around the old city of Semarang. The building was later demolished in 1824. The old city of Semarang is a visual image that presents the splendor of European architecture in the past. There we can see there are many ancient buildings here that are exotic and majestic from the Dutch colonial. As we can see, it's so beautiful, right? One of them is the most popular and must visit this building is Old City Semarang is about Belenduk Church, which is more than 2.5 centuries old. The church, which has the original name Netherlands Indisch Kerk, and is still become the place of worship until now. Okay, so as we know, the building here is so beautiful. Yeah, it's so aesthetic, right? Yes, because Semarang City is one of the city that has so many, so many tourism place, attractive place here. We can see there is also Lawang Sewu. Lawang Sewu is one of the largest attractive and also what is that aesthetic place in Semarang. Yes, and then guys, after this we're gonna go to the next place. This is the place for buying typical food of Semarang. As I already explained before, lumpia is one of the typical food that is so delicious. Yeah, here I will give you a time, maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes until 15 minutes for the last to buy typical food of Semarang. In this tour, not only about lumpia, but there are so many typical food of Semarang. You can choose. There is a lumpia or asmaram or and so on. You can just choose one by one. And then after that, after 15 minutes, we're gonna go in this line up in front of the bus, and then we go to the next stop. Is the next tourism place in Semarang. We are going to go to Lawang Sewu. But in this place, you can also take a picture of. There are so many. What is that? There are so many beautiful place. You can take a picture and save the memory from Semarang. Yeah. Okay. So and then don't forget also to what is that, to communicate with each other here, and then we can know each other even we are not meet again, but for today we are a group here, then we have to communicate each other. Okay, so it's the time to all of you to buy and take a picture of all around this. I will give you 15 minutes for buying the typical food of Semarang, and maybe there is until 1 hour or 2 hours, about 2 hours, to taking a picture and having a rest here. So I think it's enough. It's time to take a rest today. And well, thank you so much for having me today. I hope we can still contact each other. Okay, see you to the next trip. Bye bye.